A company the size and scope of HP, as the largest IT company in the world, has a huge responsibility on many different fronts in terms of sustainability and the initiatives that we do that are eco-friendly or friendly to the environment. And in terms of what we do specifically for state and local government that is most visible would be just in the products and services that we provide. Are they more energy efficient than the previous generation of product? Do they provide them with transformational opportunities around their IT initiatives in terms of, do I build another data center, or do I do something like an HP EcoPod, which is a data center and a container, which is much more efficient than just building another brick and mortar data center? Do we provide them with solutions that enable them to move to the cloud so that they don't have to just buy more hardware that consumes more power? Do we provide them with, and the answer to all these is yes, and do we provide them with return and refresh options for their hardware so that at the end of some expected life cycle, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, they have a viable and financially attractive option to return that hardware to HP and refresh it with new hardware so that it doesn't end up in a landfill or is simply still on premises because there's no efficient way for them to return it and consuming more power and utilizing more resources than the latest generation of technology. We provide them with alternatives to what would be considered traditional IT infrastructure options. In other words, that is more servers, more storage, more networking, build another data center and provide more power. We offer them options around cloud computing, whereby they can take a portion of their IT infrastructure and move that to the cloud, which is certainly much more energy efficient. It's likely run somewhere else at a central location, so it doesn't create power demands on their local data center. We provide them with options such as an EcoPod, which is a data center and a container, which is over 90% more efficient than building another brick and mortar data center, and is more flexible in terms of where they can locate it, how they can power it. We provide them with new technology that is at a much lower price point, much more power efficient, and much more in line with where they're taking their IT strategy. So we offer them a number of alternatives, and each of those are more effective in terms of the price for IT compute that they're going to get out of it, or storage footprint that they're going to get out of it, or network bandwidth and capacity, more power efficient in terms of just utilization of the power. So we really try to take the breadth of HP services and products that we offer, and knowing the unique environment that state and local government can be in terms of budget constraints and footprint constraints, and package that and offer that in a way that's much more efficient for them to consume, be it on-premise data center or a remote pod facility or a cloud compute operation. Okay. So Arkansas is like many other states in the country dealing with the introduction of technology into the K-12 education space, and it's certainly one that's creating a lot of opportunities for them to improve education, but it's certainly also creating a lot of challenges for them in terms of how do you effectively introduce technology into the K-12 education world and do that in a way that's both beneficial to students, improves student outcomes, and also meets the demands that they have in terms of Common Core and one-to-one and the training or educational requirements that they're getting from the federal government. At HP, we've worked a lot with, across HP, with our PPS organization and our services organization to put together unique solutions that address the K-12 market, so that they have the ability to take advantage of thought out solutions that are specifically designed and packaged to address the needs of introducing technology into K-12 in light of the demands they've got in terms of budget constraints, being able to integrate with curriculum, and being able to also meet the federal requirements that they have for one-to-one and Common Core and E-rate and the other requirements that they have.